Hello YouTube, MacMod back again, and a lot of you straight away will recognise what the hell this is. But first, a little update on the channel because it's been very quiet lately. Basically, as I said before, I may be moving to England soon. A lot sooner than I had thought. I came back from England back on March 30th, and now I'm moving over the 27th of April. Well, just worked out that way. Job opened up, transferred to the job, everything successful, getting a promotion, and moving into a new store. Hell of a lot to do, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. So this will be going on official hiatus after this video until I can start getting things sorted, but then I'm going to be getting a new studio set up so that I'm not just working off of white card and basic lighting, but we'll get things sorted as it gets more into it. So for now, here, yes, we have Leader Class Studio Series Blackout. And you can tell it's Blackout because it says it right back here. I think that's pretty stupid, but... And there's a dog whining again. You'll not hear her much more. I'm moving away. Sorry, buttons. Anyways. So back here you can see it is United States Air Force 4500X, which is accurate to the movie. Your tamographs all over, unpainted windows for some reason, but this one is, and it's a bit of a beigey colour. I'm not sure if that's the colour it is on an MH53. I'm not very up to date with aircraft, but if it is, hurrah! If it's not, hurroo! So in terms of size, I'm just going to bring in from the earlier part of the studio series. Well, not so much earlier, they're both supposed to be wave 1, but for some reason they're releasing them at different times. This is the deluxe class Bumblebee, and you can see he's a small figure, but Blackout is, let's see, 1, 2, 3 times his length, in vehicle mode at least. When he gets to robot mode, all of this nicely compresses, unlike the original Voyager, which I do have, but it's boxed up at the minute for moving away. That just has most of the helicopter cable hanging off of his back, and the back of the legs are just these big side panels here. But on this one, these are also the legs, but they do transform a lot better, whereas all of this up in here just compresses down into the arms. It is an excellent figure, and yes, it is difficult the first time getting it to convert to helicopter mode, but once you've gone through this 2 or 3 times, much like with the Masterpiece movie figures like Optimus and Barricade, Bumblebee, once you've done them a couple of times, you get a flow for it. And that's exactly what I found with this. The first time I wanted to rip my hair out, and second time wasn't so bad. Third time, now I've got a system. And that was the same for the 4th and the 5th and the 6th and the 7th. Well, anyways, let's just get on to it. So, yeah, it's very nicely done. You've got up in here 4500X, Decepticon symbol, and his head is in there again, obviously. Underneath, if these helicopter blades will get out of the way, we'll just tilt them like this. It's all very nicely tucked away. It is a bit hollow back here, but that's only so you can fit a droppable Scorponok. He's landed like a dead spider. Sorry. Open up his claws, and then you lift this up, and there you have him. And he looks nice. I mean, it's much better than that tiny little piece of what looked like marble stone that we got with the original one. Anyway, at least he's actually painted properly. You got the little eyes, and you've got the little pincers up front. I mean, it's not film accurate, but you know, it looks good. It's only a little add-on. This is the main thing, and the paintwork on this is excellent, except for these windows. Sorry, I'm just always going to point that out. I did find that kind of stupid. Well, anyways, moving on from there, let's get on to his transformation. And the first thing you're going to do is parts form. And it's only something minor, but I know people always hate parts forming, yada yada, blah blah blah. It's the same with most figures these days. When it comes to movie line, you have to do something that people don't like. Well, anyways, you just take this off, fold that down, and this is going to connect onto his arm. whichever one you like. I always put it on the left. So next you're going to take these blades, and coming up in here you can see that all the way around they are completely different. It is either side of these ones here that you want to take this. Oh, I might have that the wrong way around. Do I? Shit. Don't know which one it is now. Ah, there we go. Yes. Right, so down the bottom of these ones, coming down here, you grab them, pull them out to the side, and that'll fold these ones down. Now these 4 blades do not move, these top 2 do, so you just have to swing them back here, and now you have all 6 lined up. And they are going to get in the way quite a bit in transformation, but moving on from there, take these bits here, you can see they are on a double hinge here, so they're pegged in here. Unpeg, untab it from this tab down in here, swing it out, and then back here another tab is going to tab in here, and that just holds those forward. Now getting all that out, you can see I've popped all this open, but that's fine because the next step is to take these pieces here, pop these out of the way. Just up in here they just tab in. This bit here tabs onto these pegs here, and then with those out of the way you can start working on these, which need to be moved just like this. They just need to, you can see they have a little clearance down here just to come up and rest up here. So we'll do the same on this side, and there we have that done. But that allows us now to come down here and take this whole section, which comes down into here, and push the head up first. Lifts this window for us to rotate fully back. Make sure his head's clear of that. Bring it up to here and rotate this entire section inside. And that brings in this little bit of skirt armor down here. And this you can just leave it here for now, or you can move it down, or I've seen some people even fold it completely back like that out of the way. Depends what way you want to do it. I just leave it here for now because I'm going to do it my own way here in a second. So doggy. Now, moving on, moving this out of the way. In here you can see where this is tabbing in. Now this one on mine on this side likes to sort of pop undone, but you just need to take this whole assembly out. This is going to become the arm. So working on this, this is the hard part, because as you're rotating these down just along here like so, you also need to be separating here, but this is very stiff. There we go. And now we get fiddly because you've got to start moving things all together. So move these down, straighten out the arm, rotate it, but not before you fold this panel back here in. Now that's giving you clearance to rotate this all the way around. And then you come to the back, fold out the hand, fold this up into here, and you have this tab in here that this is going to tab into. As we just line that up, squeeze it together, and there's an arm done. And then these 2 tabs are going to line up along here, just like so. Bring his arm out to the side, and there's that bit done. I'm just going to angle up a bit here to give me more room to work with. So the other arm's just going to be much like the same, so untab from the side here. Yeah, stupid blades. Bring this whole thing out to the side as you are bringing this down and rotating this in so that you can separate this whole arm just here. Turn that around, come to the back, fist out, rotate this up, rotate this back, and tab together. And there we go. Just connect it up in here. And there we are. Bring the arm out. And that's the second one done. And that is the difficult part. The rest of it is very, very easy now from here. It's a very fluent figure. It's just getting those arms to straighten out and get everything to line up properly can be a bit of a nitpick of mine, but you know, it's like that with a lot of figures these days. So coming to the back, you take this entire section from here and you just separate that. And that's one leg, and that's the other. And you just take this whole section down in here, which tabs into this bar here. I'll just show you where the peg is, just on this peg here. Into the waist, you bring this all the way forward until this tab clicks in. Rotate that too far back. Bring these legs down for now. There we go. So all I did was click on in and fold this back down. Now for the legs, this is simple. Just take this whole panel here and you extend it outwards, just like so. Rotate it back, moving at the same time this wheel up out of the way. Oh, I've missed a step. My fault. You untab this piece here and rotate that around as you're doing this, and then you fold it back down. And that gives you a foot. So again, just move this wheel out of the way for now. Untab this from down in here and rotate it back. Fold this up just like so. Rotate back and tab down. And that's easy enough. Now you just turn the legs to face you, and now you're going to chicken leg them. So first, as you're bringing this down, you'll see this piece coming up, but you also have to pull it out just to the end of this piece here, as it was in the film. And then there is a joint here and a joint here, and that's his legs done. And do the same on the other leg. So bring this up, bring this out, done. Joint back, joint forward, done. And then these wheels you just fold back up in here. And set them down, straighten them out a little, probably bring these forward just one more. There we are. And now it's just a backpack to do. And it's quite a backpack, but it's easily done. Let me just angle this up a little bit more. So what you're going to do is this big piece in here. Oh, I appear to have the edge of the display. There we are. Nope, still in that corner. There we go. It really messes with focus when that happens. Anyways, so take this piece and you're going to fold it up on this bar, just up over this window, up back along here. And now taking this whole back section, you can see it comes undone here and snaps free and just comes up to here. And now this piece here you want to fold back into where Scorponok was. And you'll see you have this piece here, it's just going to tab in here. It fits loosely, but it sits tight, which is nice. So now you have to bring these two pieces back up. I'm just going to work with the camera tripod a little bit. Sorry about that. So now we bring this whole thing up to bring these up because these need to clear these bits here. And as you are bringing this down, this back panel here is going to clip in via this peg onto here. Just like, where are we? Are we at it? Oh. Come on. There we go. Just like that. And that keeps this all up out of the way. Final step, fold these down. Move him back. And after all that adjusting up, I'm going to have to adjust down. Woohoo! Still too big. But that's a good thing in my opinion. There we go. Leader class Blackout. And as you can see, he is much more screen accurate now. And the paint in him may be minimal, but the colour swatches on the figure itself sort of help break that up anyway. So you've got this really nice grey and the blue tones really working with them. Cells, you've got some gunmetal down in on the skirt armour in here and on the face, which just get right up close on that face sculpt. I know he was meant to look like the Decepticon insignia. Really pulled it off. And I love those red eyes in there as well. You can see, get the boom out of the way. I like to just take this and fold it down here. Some people fold it back in here, but it kind of restricts leg movement a bit when you do that. And he still has those tamographs, he still has all this black paint up in here. And all these new details down in here with the legs and the feet. The hands are very well designed, but not exactly articulate. You can open the thumb, close it up, and move it up and down a little, that's about it. So getting on from there to articulation, up in the arms here, you have these joints that allow him to come in and out, just flexing it a little. You have a forward joint, goes back, forwards. You have this joint out to the side. You have a rotation. Really nice elbow joint in there. The hands, as I've already shown you. No waist articulation at all, only because of how it transforms. But if we lift this boom, and the skirt, his legs can come about. Oh, come on, one more joint in there. There's a skipping joint on mine for some reason, and I'm not sure why. I'm going to have to take that apart and find out. Yep, put that far forward. And then they'll go about not far back before they start hitting the backpack. And then you have those two joints in there, which are fully collapsible, extendable. Really good. Feet come down and up pretty far. Tilt side to side. So you can pose him nicely if you can take the time to do it. His head is on the ball joint, really nice and loose. So it really gives a good decent amount of flexibility for something so bulky and something that collapses so well. Now, bringing in for size comparison, and this is an accurate size comparison because these figures in robot mode are designed to be in scale with each other. Here's Bumblebee. I don't think that's a fight he can win. Sorry, B. But you know that Hasbro will always find a way for him to win because money. Now, the last thing that I haven't done here, sorry, I've only just noticed I've gone this far into the review without doing it. This, which can become his weapon on his arm, You can plug it that way, you can plug it that way. Doesn't really matter. I like to plug it that way and leave it on him. And turning him around, the last accessory that he has, Scorponok, if you just fold him back up, can tab right in here. Just like so. And I like that because it means that these blades will now sit properly. Now for some reason they haven't, yep, there we go, I meant to fold down a little bit more than that. Ah, there we are. There we are, that's much better. That's more like it rather than spread out like wings. And then you just take Scorponok, getting him just underneath these. You can tap him in. And then the wings, the blades even, sorry, can just sit back along him. And there we go. So what do I think of him overall? Well, he is a bit fiddly to play around with, and the hands could be better, but apart from that, that's about it. The colours are amazing. The sheer amount of detail in this figure is absolutely stellar. The transformation, while fiddly at first, becomes very fluent beyond that, and I can't really say anything negative about the figure other than just, well, the few things I've mentioned, and just figuring out where these propeller blades actually unfold from. That is a problem. Like on the last Blackout figure, we had a little arrow marker to show you where they unfolded from. On this one, nothing. So that is a bit of a downer because it can be a bit hard, and to try and, you don't want to be grabbing individual ones and pulling them apart and then end up breaking it. So if I were you, which I probably will do myself, I would make some kind of indicator probably on the blades themselves along the bottom where it's not very noticeable, just to say where they unfold from. Here it is, you stupid idiot, this one. Well, might want to shorten that down a bit. So yeah, I can't really find much negative to say about this guy. It's nitpicks, but it's nothing really outstandingly bad that says, you know, this isn't what we expected. It's more. I didn't think they would come back at us with another Blackout figure, let alone one this good. I really appreciate that they've released this studio line because I absolutely love the 2007 Transformers movie, and the ones after that, while they are, well, let's not beat around the bush, they're terrible movies for the most part. The figures and the designs that have come from it are absolutely amazing. So I'm going to give Blackout 9.5 out of 10 and say that if you see him, get him. Just don't do what I did because I am a stupid prick. I paid £68 for mine because I wanted it now, not at the end of the month. Anywho, yes, if you want to get them, Kapow Toys normally have pre-orders up for them. I'm sure they'll be getting in a second wave of pre-orders once the first ones ship out. I got mine shipped early from America, but if you want to go that route, pay the extra money. I'm satisfied, you probably will be too. Unless you are just thinking, should I get it? Is it as good as everyone says? Just wait for it to come in stores and decide for yourself later. But yes, this figure is to me as good as I could have hoped for. Is it as good as everyone wants? Possibly. Yes, there are a few things you could add to it. You could have added the Gatling gun, you could have added the chest cannon, but those are only things you can say could have been done for what we have. I can't complain. So that's been it from Max Megas. As soon as I move to England, I will set up a new video of the new studio once it's set up, and I will go from there with my video reviews, maybe even try and do a few different things. So I'll see you all then. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video review. Link to the blog below, and if you have anything else you'd like to see, let me know. Ta!